should go outside and film some evening shots of the house.
Okay, sounds good, sister.
Could you clean the oven for me, Becca? Get all the way inside.
Becca,
She's done it before.
we really should film something outside.
Do this first.
I'll be quick.
Oh, this'll just take a second.
You're both known as horror masters in your respective genre.
Thriller, horror.
Okay. I'm not so sure about that. But The Visit has elements of comedy.
Yes.
It's a psychological thriller.
Yes.
So are you creating a new genre here?
You know, I hope each of my movies are very, very unique, you know, in a way that's hard to categorize them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the good and the bad. You know, the thing that interests me when I make a movie, my original movie of mine, is it doesn't feel like anything else. I love that it doesn't fit in exactly. And so the balance is a unique balance, you know. I do feel like, you know, generally speaking, I make psychological thrillers that are a little bit scary, but this one is very scary. And I'm enjoying the humor of it. I mean, it is a kind of a new form, I think, you know.
Yeah, and I think the jokes and the comedy in the movie actually make it scarier and more thrilling because the audience for a second relaxes and sits back and then they get scared again. So I actually think it makes the thriller aspects of the movie more effective.
It also illustrates our fear of getting old.
Yes.
Was that a motivation behind the script when you started writing?
It was. The fear of getting old is the basic kind of, that's the subject of the movie, which is a variation on fear of dying, right? And you know, for me, I enjoy psychological questions. Why is it I can put a man in the doorway, like say a 35-year-old man in the doorway, and you're waiting to make a decision, and it would be based on the fact of how his face is, what is his expression, all that stuff. But if I put an old woman in the doorway, immediately there's like a feeling of fear. What is that? Why are we scared? Because clearly, if she's fragile, why would we be scared? The 35-year-old guy should scare us more, but it doesn't. And it's a deep embedded thing of, you know, our fears of what happens to our bodies, what happens to our minds. And this movie's kind of playing on all of those fears, both in a funny way and in a scary way.
For the producers, well, the house is scary and the character in the movie as well. How did you find a house like this?
Well, Knight found the house, so he should answer
Definitely,
that question.
you know, we got really lucky. You know, when you're making, you know, smaller movies, like Jason's movies are done for a certain number. There's a sense of what you can and can't have, right? But if you think about it differently, if you think about it like as an asset, okay, we can't leave this location. It has to be in the same location. Okay, we can't leave this location. That sounds like a problem. That sounds like, wait a second. What if I could find a house, an old house, that I could have for 6 months? So I could have it in rehearsals. I could shoot in it. As we're editing, if I needed to grab something, we can go back and get it. So that's what I ended up looking for. Was I found this house that was foreclosed. It was a farm, and the bank owned it. And I said to the bank, before you put it up for fire sale, can I just rent it for 6 months? And of course I said, hey, if I shoot a movie there, you might make more money when you sell it. and so I gave them all that stuff. And so they said, yeah, take it. So we took this old, dilapidated farm, and we just sat there for 6 months. And it ended up, we took our what would be a negative, which is you don't have a lot of money to leave and come back and all that. And we just stayed there, and we rehearsed there, and everything became a positive. And that's like the perfect version of how you take your problem and flip it.
Very good. One last question. Do you believe in ghosts?
Wow, you need to answer that. Let me hear. I know I'll answer.
I have a very, very odd answer to this question. I actually kind of really don't believe in ghosts, but I did see in my life, I actually saw a ghost once, so I know those things don't really make sense, but I did at the end of my bed when I was about 22 years old. I was living in the basement in New York City, and there was a ghost there. I generally am a non-believer, but I did see a ghost.
See, Jason represents a very particular type of human being that I think is very common, which is the the cynic, but they're a cynic because they want to believe so badly. All he does is make movies
About ghosts.
about this subject
Correct.
because he wants to believe it.
I do.
It really, it's like it means so much to him, and I have people in my family that are the same way. It means so much to them that they're super cynical about it. No, I don't believe it. You know?
Yeah, I think that's true.
You know, and so if someone could actually prove to them that the ghosts were real, it would be the greatest moment of their life.
I'd be
And, you know,
fantastic.
I have an open mind to it myself. I feel when I was a kid that I thought I saw one as well. I can't say for sure. I walk around my house. Sometimes I never feel scared in my house, but I want to walk around the corner and see something because then I would know, my God, we go on. Our bodies aren't the end.
Yes.
That means everybody that's died is still there. Oh my God, this is an amazing moment. But that hasn't happened yet. But I'm waiting.
Sorry.
What is that?